This presentation is on using coordinating conjunctions to make compound phrases. Again, you should have your notebook ready, you should add to your table of contents, and then get your page set up so you can stop the presentation and take notes as you need to. All right, we're going to start with some review. You already know how to diagram compound subjects, verbs, direct objects, and now you also know how to diagram compound adjectives and adverbs. So we know a lot so far about using coordinating conjunctions. You know also that coordinating conjunctions connect two elements of the same type. So if they connect two words, they're going to be the same type of word, like two nouns. You also know there are 7 coordinating conjunctions: for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. And hopefully you have memorized these by now using the term fanboys. Okay? So we're going to learn now how to diagram compound phrases. Okay, phrases. Phrases are a group of words acting together as a single part of speech. The 2 phrases that we know of so far are verb phrases and prepositional phrases. Verb phrases consist of one or more helping verbs with a main verb. And you know that there are 23 helping verbs, and you know all 23 of them. You also know that in a sentence, verb phrases act as the verb. Prepositional phrases start with a preposition and end with a noun or pronoun. We call that noun in a prepositional phrase the object of the preposition. And prepositional phrases act as either adjectives or adverbs in the sentence. Okay, so this is a little review about phrases because we are now going to learn how to diagram compound phrases. So we're going to start with verb phrases. There are 2 possibilities with verb phrases. Okay, first, you can have 2 verb phrases that do not share any helping verbs. So here's an example of that. You've got, he can run well and will win the race. Can run is a verb phrase. Run is the main verb, can is the helping verb. Will win is also a verb phrase. Win is the main verb, win is the main verb, will is the helping verb. These 2 verb phrases, can run and will win, are compound, and because there are 2 of them and they're joined with the coordinating conjunction and, but they each have their own helping verb, can and will. Okay? Here's the second possibility. You could have 2 verb phrases that actually share 1 or more helping verbs. Okay, so here's an example of that. He will sit and wait. So will is the helping verb, and then there's sit and wait as main verbs, but wait doesn't have its own helping verb. It's just by itself. Okay, there's so 2 possibilities as far as having compound verb phrases. Okay, so we're going to start with possibility number 1. We're going to look at this one first, and I'll show you how to diagram this situation first. Okay, so here's the first possibility. In this possibility, we have 2 verb phrases, and they each have their own helping verb. So we have can run and will win. Both run and win have their own helping verbs. Can is a helping verb, will is a helping verb. Okay? So you diagram these the same way you diagram regular compound verbs. Start with your T, right? You know, always subject on the left, always verb on the right. I intentionally made the verb side short because with a compound verb, you know we're going to have to split that side, right? So here we go. He, the subject, goes on the left. Our 2 verb phrases, can run and will win, are going to go in our spots for our verbs. Then we're going to add our coordinating conjunction, dotted line, and then and. Right? This sentence also has some modifiers. So he can run well and will win the race. So modifier well tells you about how he can run. How can he run? He can run well. So we're going to diagram that off of can run, right? Then we have this noun right here, race. What is that? That is a direct object. What will he win? He will win the race. So this noun is doing the job of direct object. So we are going to diagram that right after that verb. We're going to put that half vertical line and add the noun race in the direct object spot. And then we're going to diagram the off of race because it's an adjective describing which race? The race, right? So there you go. That is how you diagram a sentence with a compound verb phrase when both of the main verbs have their own helping verb. Okay, this also shows you how to add a direct object to one of them as well. So this would be a good time to stop the presentation and take some notes. Second possibility. In this possibility, the two phrases share one or more helping verbs. So our example was he will sit and wait. Will is the helping verb, and then sit and wait are the two main verbs, and wait doesn't have its own helping verb. All right, so how do we diagram that? So both sit and wait are using the same helping verb. They're using the helping verb will. So draw our T, always start with that T. You're going to put your subject on the left side, he, and then will, because it is the only helping verb, is going to go on the verb side before the split. Then we're going to split the verb line, and we're going to put sit, one of the main verbs, on the top line, and wait, the other main verb, on the bottom. And then we're going to add our coordinating conjunction. Okay? So in this case, this is a single helping verb with two main verbs. And that is how you would do the second possibility when both of the main verbs share a single helping verb. All right? So good time to pause and maybe take note of that as well. Now we're going to move on to compound prepositional phrases. This is actually kind of easy. You know how to diagram prepositional phrases. So if you have compound prepositional phrases, you're just going to connect the phrases with a dotted line and put the conjunction on the dotted line. It's exactly like diagramming compound adjectives and adverbs. You know that prepositional phrases act as adjectives and adverbs, and so you diagram them pretty much the exact same way when you're using a conjunction. So it looks like this. Here's an example. We went over the river and through the woods. So we is the subject, went is the verb, over the river is one prepositional phrase, through the woods is another prepositional phrase connected by a coordinating conjunction. So here's what that looks like. Draw your T. We, the subject, goes on the left. Went, the verb, goes on the right. And then we are going to add our prepositional phrases. Those phrases are acting as adverbs telling you where we went. So, over the river, through the woods. And there you go. Oh wait, we have to add the conjunction. Dotted line, and. Just like we did when we were doing compound adjectives and adverbs. So let's just review this. Subject, verb, preposition, object of the preposition, that's a noun, doing the noun job, object of preposition, adjective describing river. Through, preposition, woods, noun, acting as object of the preposition, the, adjective describing woods. And coordinating conjunction, connecting two prepositional phrases. All right, here's one for you to try. Try this one on your own in your notebook. Mrs. Banks' students will listen carefully and turn in excellent work. All right, give that a try, do it in your notebooks, and I'll give you the answer in class.